Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the Seldom Seen series, discussing Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby. Our theme for Monthly Theme Thursday this month is made-for-TV horror. So Jason and I thought this would be the perfect time to cover Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby in the Seldom Seen series. That's because this was a 1976 made-for-TV sequel to Rosemary's Baby. I know there are a lot of people who had no idea there was a sequel to Rosemary's Baby. And guess what, guys? There was also a remake miniseries. Maybe we'll cover that one as well, sometime in the future. Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby was an ABC Friday night movie, and it premiered on Halloween weekend in 1976. Friday, October 29th, to be specific. The only returning cast member from the original in the sequel was Ruth Gordon, reprising her role as Minnie. Ironically, she's the actress who won the Oscar for Rosemary's Baby. Patty Duke took over for Mia Farrow as Rosemary, and she was actually considered for the role in the original film. George Maharis plays Guy in the sequel, taking over for John Cassavetes, and Ray Milland took over for Sidney Blackmer. Sam Osteen, who worked as an editor on the original film, directed this sequel. Tina Louise from Gilligan's Island has a role, and so does the beautiful Donna Mills. Stephen McHattie plays the adult version of Rosemary's Baby. This made-for-TV movie was split into 3 parts, and by that, I do not mean over 3 different nights. The film itself just has 3 separate sections, if that makes sense. There's the Book of Rosemary, the Book of Adrian, and the Book of Andrew. Of course, Adrian and Andrew are the same person. A grown-up Rosemary's Baby. In the first segment of the film, the Book of Rosemary portion, Adrian is still a child, and Rosemary refers to him as Andrew. The focus of this part is Rosemary trying to protect her son from the coven. She tries hiding him in a synagogue. Then some little brats try bullying Andrew, but quickly learn they've messed with the wrong kid when he kills them. Rosemary and Andrew cannot escape the cult, though, and a possessed bus separates mother from son. 20 years go by, and this is when the Book of Adrian begins. Andrew, or Adrian, is now living with his aunt in a casino. He spends much of his time getting into trouble with his friend Peter. Speeding, drinking, partying, you name it. But then Roman and Minnie arrive to prepare Adrian for his ascension to the Antichrist. This leads to a really fun disco dancing possession scene. It's so 70s and so awesome. The Book of Andrew finds Adrian, or Andrew, in a mental hospital where he meets a young nurse named Ellen, played by Donna Mills. As Rosemary's Baby confronts the memories of his past, the happenings of the present, and what may come for him in the future, the film reaches an epic conclusion. Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby is very ambitious, especially for a made-for-TV movie. The fact that it is a direct follow-up to what is universally considered one of the greatest horror films ever made makes Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby a standout among made-for-TV horror. Unfortunately, many who have seen it do not view it that way. The film has an IMDb rating of just 3.3 out of 10. Initially, for a long time now, Jason and I had planned on giving Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby a positive spin. It definitely qualifies. People seem to hate it. But then we thought, no, it's probably more neglected than hated. So when we developed this Seldom Seen series, we knew it was an even better fit for this. I mean, who really talks about this one? It never comes up. There are some genuinely creepy scenes in the film, especially in the Book of Adrian segment. Many disturbing visuals come in the form of that disco dancing possession sequence I mentioned. Stephen McHattie did a great job as Adrian, or Andrew. It must have been so cool watching this for the first time on that Halloween weekend in 1976. I can imagine the anticipation of sitting down to watch it, waiting 8 years for a sequel to Rosemary's Baby. Now, all these years later, it's practically forgotten, and in many cases, completely unknown. I don't want to say too much more about the film, because the point of this Seldom Seen series is to hopefully inspire some of you to check out these movies. If you're a fan of the original Rosemary's Baby, and if you're able to maintain realistic expectations while understanding this is a made-for-TV sequel, I think you might really like it. Of course, there is still no official release of the movie, because why would there be? Crazy how many other made-for-TV horror films have gotten physical media releases, yet the sequel to Rosemary's Baby has not. How are we supposed to look at what's happened to Rosemary's Baby if there is no way to watch it? Oh, YouTube. That's how. Unless you have an unofficial copy, like me and Jason. This movie isn't even lost on VHS. It's lost in nostalgia. I'm certainly happy to have it in my collection, though. You may not have even known this existed, but now you do. So hopefully, you'll watch it too. But first, please be sure to watch Jason's video to hear what he has to say about Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby. Have you seen this made-for-TV horror sequel? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Which Seldom Seen movie will we cover next in this series? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.